Good evening.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson from The Walking Dead,
Hey, this is Jamie Kennedy.
I'm James Duval,
I'm William Forsythe.
and you're watching Something About Zombies.
and you're watching Something About Zombies.
Something about zombies.
And From The Walking Dead is literally it. I'm no longer there.
I mean something about zombies.
Something about
Zombies.
zombies.
Zombies? Wow!
welcome back to Something About Zombies.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Look who we got!
Ah! Yep, more screaming, more fidgeting. I'm all, revved up, mepped up. Either way.
Gotta have your math in the morning.
Cracking pebbles.
Brewing Company and Copacabana Bar and Grill.
Well, welcome back.
Welcome back. Exactly. Welcome back. It's been a minute.
Been a little bit. Did you?
So,
That's our rewind.
Let's not forget what our show is about. Zombies.
Well, something about them. That's why we more or less throw in, odd culture phenomenons of movies that were very much B-rated, some very much taken for granted, and we're just gonna put them in your face and make you smell it.
How's that smell, Nashville?
Yeah, prehistoric
Or
women.
world. Speaking about movies that have come out recently, shoot! WWZ Daddy. Sorry. World War Z was just released in theaters only a couple of months ago.
Are we
Although
serious?
it was 6 months after its release date.
Well, that's like great news. Right?
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. World War Z.
This guy.
But I bet there's zombies in it. Right?
I wouldn't even call them zombies. I would call them like CGI PCP addicts.
Oh, like Java dead. JavaScript. Let's see what else.
Flash. Oh god, yeah, it's a bunch of Flash meth heads.
Flash meth heads, alright.
And dirty clothes. So yeah, no.
The pixelated dead.
World War Z was supposed to be released Christmas of 2012.
What happened?
Well, apparently, Mr. Sir Pitt, Mr. Armpit, Brad, was not happy with the production or particularly the ending.
Okay.
And you know what? I recently, after the release of the movie, they released the original ending.
Oh God.
It was supposed to be
Why didn't they put?
vastly better, so much better. And it was supposed to be the beginning of a trilogy.
Supposed to be. What happened?
Well, you see, now they're saying they're coming back. He was trying to end it and make it end with just that movie. And that's why they had to reshoot the ending, and it didn't get released for another 6 months. Well, they thought that it was going to be terrible in theaters too. Of course, opening weekend, it made $60 million domestically, and then over that internationally. So it made, generally, an opening weekend, almost $150 million. And because of that, the greedy fat pockets of Hollywood are like, maybe we should start development on a sequel. Which they are in development for a sequel to World War Z. Which, that's great. If they had shot the original ending, there would be no doubt with any audience mind that there's definitely going to be a sequel. But they were too scared because it was going to show his wife. It wasn't going to show his wife getting raped, but it was going to imply that she was being raped in the Everglades. And he had to get from Russia to the Everglades to save her. And that's how the movie was going to end.
From Russia to Florida?
Yeah.
To save Jolie?
No.
Okay, all right.
No, it's not. Well, not his wife in real life, basically. But no, the truth, it's funny because throughout
No, don't rape my wife.
he does somehow adopt several minority children. So I guess it is more like Brad Pitt in real life.
Well, I mean, Angelina Jolie would just need like a couple of makeup jobs, and she'd be great for a zombie.
It'd be like Mia all over again.
Skeletor. Blah!
Sure, how do you pronounce your last name?
Forsyth.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to know. The pronunciation of your last name is
Hollering, like screaming at someone.
There's a lot of Forsyths in Tennessee, buddy. Let me tell you.
Getting yourself in the character.
No, because I am crazy.
I've had that. Are we running, by the way?
Do you prefer fast-moving zombies or slow-moving zombies?
Oh my God.
Wow, the slow-moving zombie can be absolutely chilling.
I like fast-moving zombies because it's fierce, ferocious. It's quick.
Fast-moving zombies, they're all the same to me.
Exactly what point of decomposition is decomposition. What can I say?
The fast-moving, slow-moving zombie conundrum.
I like the fast-moving zombies. I like the fast.
What are they? Decompulsion.
I don't care.
It's a little more, it's a little more fast-paced.
How about flying zombies? Ooh.
Decomposition. They're what point they're at? You don't.
A spin-off.
Okay, we can do underwater zombies.
There you go.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, they had a zombie fighting a shark underwater. That's it.
Hey, I'm Dee Snyder from Twisted Sister, Strangeland, Fangoria Radio, House of Hair. You know me, and you're watching Something About. Something About Zombies?
Yeah, Something About Zombies.
You are watching Zombies. All about zombies. The sexy, sexy show of shows.
Terrence Dunich from Repo the Genetic Opera, and you're watching Live with Zombies.
This is Jason Mewes, and you're watching All About Zombies. Right?
Okay.
I did a couple of them.
And you are watching. What's the name of it?
Something About Zombies.
Okay, take two.
Is that ready? Yeah. You rolling over there too?
So, anyways, what movie are we watching tonight, Julian?
Voyage.
Voyage to the planet.
To the planet
of prehistoric women.
Of prehistoric women.
Phenomenal piece of cinema here, guys. You are going to absolutely adore it. But it wasn't originally that title, nor an American production.
No, sir, again. Yes, you're right.
It was actually shot behind the Iron Curtain.
Behind the Iron Curtain. And it's heavily laden with the black and white, which they tried to turn to color. With the American version, of course.
Yeah, this movie was originally a Russian film called, Prehistoric Deer? You know what it's called?
I thought it was Planet Bueller.
Or Planet, yeah, it's Planet Bueller. Beer.
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 You have to like say it with the back and front of your mouth at the same time. Beer. Beer. So,
I hope none of the Russian mafia are watching this right now.
Russian mafia.
KGB.
Privé.
You pronounced my movie wrong! I take your feet from it!
So, Julian, let's talk about these women that are inhabitants of the prehistoric planet.
Yes. Most of the film begins with, going from our invention of the wheel all the way to the rocket and the exploration of space. But where do we want to go? Venus.
Of course, why not, dude?
Yeah, because Aphrodite lives on Venus.
Well, men are from Mars, so,
yeah. What's a bunch of dudes going to do on Mars?
The JJ is on,
I really wish it was a bunch of Russian women in this film, but it's a bunch of American
yeah, the women,
blondes.
the thing is, it was originally a Russian film, but it was all, the Russian film had nothing to do with the women on the planet. Of course, once America took the movie, they redubbed, like all the astronauts were Russian actors, and it was all in Russian. They just redubbed English words to them, but then they added the women. And then the women aren't even talking though.
No, they're all telepathic.
They're some telepathic women, man. You would think if they were prehistoric that maybe they would be more like Neanderthal.
Well, yeah. I didn't see any big foreheads. I was really excited.
Yeah.
When it said prehistoric women, I was thinking like, Cro-Magnon, big forehead. Brrr.
Exactly, like arms that are like the size of their legs, and they're kind of rolling around like like that.
Yeah, like sexy forearms and
apparently
shoulders.
they had the sexiest fashion that 1967 had to offer. All of them were very well-groomed blondes.
Yeah, all like blonde shares. Like had the seashells and the low-cut, you know, yoga pants going on, flaring out. I mean,
so I guess that was just the prehistoric. You know, history repeats itself. So I guess the fashions of the 60s were actually repeated from prehistoric times.
I mean, I could have swore there was a Lady Gaga somewhere in there, but you know.
And that, you know, came out in our sad time that we live in.
But a lot of the footage in the beginning is, you know, kind of like Mission to the Moon. Or was it Voyage to the Moon? Yeah, that's right. You know, with all the puppetry. They really tried really hard to do the whole suspense thing about the impending doom of a planet or the weather that's on it. You know, like the creatures attack and the guy drops his knife and then do the shot to the knife and then back to the guy struggling and then to the other astronauts being like, oh God, where's Ted? Where is Ted? We don't know. So, you know, old suspense, you got action, rise, resolution, conflict, all that, and then the planet starts to go awry, and then they gotta get to the beach and all this stuff.
We gotta get to the beach. Of course, the technology for intergalactic travel was not quite there in 1967.
Nope.
Of course, Russia did beat us into space, but you know, they could barely just kind of go over, sort of hover around. But this is obviously set in the future. The far vast future year of
1998!
In the year 1998!
We want to go to Venus. Really? Alright, 1998.
1998. What
We had
happened
a
in
president getting
1998?
impeached because he went to his own Venus.
He went to Venus for sure. America knew exactly where to go and the right interns to go there with.
Trying to balance the budget and go to Venus at the same time, it's a tough job, you know?
It is a
And then
tough
you got
job.
a whole nother community trying to impeach you to get out, you know?
And of course you got like Hillary with her fangs.
Yeah.
He had to. He had to.
I don't know what his penis looks like.
It probably looks like a president's penis.
A president's penis. What does a president's penis look like?
The Oval Office? No, the Washington Monument.
Is it letter stamped?
I guess if it was the Washington Monument, it would probably be pretty rigid and painful.
Either way, so the wonderful year of 1998 for prehistoric women, we go to Venus and discover that we shouldn't be there and that it's really hard to cohabitat with. And basically it came down to...
Well, who was it that kicked it? What was that voice?
What voice?
There was like the voice they were talking to. It was telling them, well, like they were trying to, I guess, go back to the planet or go to the planet, and there was a voice talking to them that was saying, you destroyed your own planet, so we don't want you to come here and destroy ours.
It may have been that. All I know is that the women communicated with the planet. They were able to cause it to spew molten lava, stir up a huge windstorm.
Women are always able to kind of make it erupt in some way or another.
Just one way or another.
Just one way.
Either way, they were all mind readers.
Ejaculate.
And by the end, they were convinced that our God, or the Americans, or whatever, the astronauts' God was stronger than their God. So they throw rocks at their dinosaur prehistoric God until its head breaks off. And then they pull out the other God, which they are convinced is stronger, which ends up being the robot that got casted in molten lava. So they erect the robot monument and start worshiping it, which, I don't know. I went from prehistoric deity all the way to worshiping technology? I don't know. I guess that was the point of the movie? I don't know. Technology is stronger than
What was his
dinosaurs?
name in Day the Earth Stood Still? Is it Morg?
Oh, Day the Earth Stood
No, Gord.
Gord.
Gord, because it was supposed to be a symbolism, or like the gourd was supposed to be God.
Okay.
And even kind of funny, what later, like the guy who got off the alien from it, and kind of funny, his name is John Carpenter. You know, that's actually just the character's name, but of course the initials, JC, was supposed to be Jesus Christ, and they were trying to save the world. That's what I'm saying. God is a robot.
Before I was saying that in 1965 there was a film made, in 1967 there was a remake. Both the films are exactly the same, except for the 67 version had the added prehistoric women actually in there. Everything was overdubbed with American stuff, and you know, there's a lot of really actually, you know, old school movie tricks. They're shooting through the screen with the fish, doing the underwater, you know, slow moving, you know, water-like stuff.
Those shots of the underwater reminded me of one of the greatest movies in my opinion, The Graduate.
Oh.
Where definitely a lot of underwater scenes or use of aquariums and water and fish.
Darkness, my old friend.
Exactly. Look at the.
I love how you talk to your phone. I love how you talk to your phone.
So, because this movie came out of behind the Iron Curtain, the director of this film, his name is actually Peter Bogdanovich. Or something along those lines. I don't know. I don't speak Russian very well. Come on, Russian Mafia, come with me. Anyways, but of course when it was released in America, the director of said movie was Derek Thomas. What, I mean, do you think they just wanted to, like, give it a proper English Christian name, or they didn't think Americans could pronounce Bogdanovich?
Man, that's a good question. I mean, you know, a lot of times our media, you know, really does, you know, downgrade our American.
I mean, if anything, the guy's first name is Peter. Why didn't they just call him Peter Thomas?
Peter Thomas would have been awesome.
They just changed it to Derek Thomas from Peter Bogdanovich.
Well, they probably just didn't want to pay him.
Yeah, that I mean, good old capitalism.
Yeah, you know, we take a product, you know, change it up a little bit, add a little, you know.
Add some sex.
We're blondes. Either way, make a different product, and then we got, what? Something else to sell.
Exactly.
I mean, we're doing it all today. We're remaking Ender's Game. We remade Tron. Well, actually, we made a sequel to Tron. As my fellow man pointed out to me the other day.
A lot of people were calling it a remake. But it's actually not a remake, it's a sequel, because Jeff Bridges plays the same character that he was in the 1982 version, but he is obviously 20 years older, and he's been stuck in this world, and actually the main character is his son, Sam Flynn, who goes back to find, like, he goes into the Tron world to find his father, who's been stuck in this digital grid for 20 years.
That's a long
so,
time.
like, a lot of people thought that it was a remake. It's actually very much a sequel, and about a father and son.
It's kind of like The Thing. They made a prequel to the original.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
That was a prequel?
It was a prequel. The original with
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, you know. Kurt Russell was actually, they started off with where The Thing, they just, you know, formed into the dog and goes running off. And if you watched what came out in theaters, it's actually a prequel. They what all led up to that, you know, the dog being the Thing and running off. It's pretty cool. So
I didn't even realize that. I had seen I saw the original Thing years ago and really didn't pay very well attention to it.
Yeah.
But I saw the I guess what I assumed was a remake. See, here I am, you know, being idiosyncratic and ignorant of things as well. We all are guilty of that, even the Davidson County Republican Party and Miss insert name.
Insert right here.
We are going to love you to
Babanoosh.
death. We're going to love you to death,
Babanoosh.
So, Julian, I mean, we've been talking about this movie for a minute, but what do you say we go ahead and check it out?
All right, let's go see it.
You guys want to watch Voyage to the Planet of Prehistoric Women?
Put your space helmet on.
I'll take that as a yes. Well, guys, here comes this great movie, or Planet in Russian. Yeah, you guys enjoy. You're watching it right here on Something About Zombies, the only place to watch good movies.
That's right.
The future of mankind is being guided behind closed doors. And all over the world, scientists are working on projects designed to take man beyond the confines of this Earth. You are looking at the actual models of spacecraft now being developed by agencies of the United States government. This is an Apollo spacecraft designed for elliptical orbit of the moon. Its lunar landing vehicle can transport 3 men safely to and from the moon's surface. These are other types of manned and remote control mechanisms, each designed for a specific function, many already in operation as satellites of this Earth, some in readiness for the moonshot, others designed for space, a few to serve as space stations, and the most complex of all, prototypes of craft capable of putting a man on the surface of another planet. Wheel was one of man's first inventions and has been with him all of his civilized life. But now it, like so many other of his creations, must be modified to fit his new demands. These are 3 types of variable radius wheels, designed to transport a vehicle over a rocky surface. New concepts are being created almost daily. Some will never get beyond the drawing board, but others, or their descendants, will become part of man's greatest adventure, the exploration and colonization of space. All over the world, men and women are working to make that dream a reality. Every aspect of the journey is being analyzed, from the tiniest control devices to the mightiest rocket engines. But it's not enough to just get there. Just as the great explorers sailed from Spain and England and France to discover the Americas so that the colonizers might come later, so will our exploration spacecraft precede the colonizers of the planets. Already plans are being made for the colonies. Sources of food and power must be found. Artificial atmosphere is created. Everything done to build an Earth away from the Earth. No man living today can predict exactly what the future holds. But this much we do know. All through man's march across this Earth, the wildest dreams and fantasies of one age have become the commonplaces of the next. The motion picture you are about to see can be called today a fantasy of the future. But one day, maybe not too far distant, audiences will be able to look back on it in the same spirit with which we view pictures about the first covered wagons crossing the plains.
Venus. Venus, a planet named after the goddess of love. This is where I left her. 26 million miles away. Because I know she exists. I know she does. I know it. All the time we were there, I heard her. Her and that sweet, haunting sound she makes, like the sirens that tempted Ulysses. They think I'm crazy back here on Earth. Crazy, still intoxicated by the atmosphere back there. But wait a minute, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me tell you the whole story. All of it. From the beginning. And see what you think. You be the judge. It was 2 years ago, in 1998, that the first manned spaceship left Earth for the planet Venus. This attempt ended in tragedy. A meteor hit the ship. Everything was lost. Everything but the will to get there, to explore Venus. And so, it was only 6 months later that the second attempt was made.
First stage rockets ready. Main rocket stage ready. Fuel ready. Stabilization center ready. Power ready. Air conditioning ready. Radar ready. Guidance ready. Airlane ready for takeoff.
Attention flight personnel. Loading elevators are now being withdrawn. Countdown continues at 20. All stations prepare for 0 red. Countdown continues at 10. Zero red, -5.
Project Red Planet. All units clear. Switch over to standby.
There were only 2 men on the new mission, astronaut Howard Sherman and Captain Alfred Kearns. But there was another being with them, Kearns' invention, Robot John.
Awaken, John. Awaken. Glow, John. Monitor, John.
I hear you.
Everything went smoothly the first part of the voyage. They traveled over halfway, 17 million miles, without mishap. Radio contact was maintained with Marcia at Earth Control, and they stopped on schedule at the United States Space Station, Texas, for refueling.
Attention. All landing personnel, report on flight deck. Stand by to receive flight number 87 from Earth.
Earth Control, we listened to their progress with more concern than anyone else.
Refueling A-OK, over and out.
Because we were the command crew, and if anything went wrong, we were set to follow. There were three of us. Commander William Billy Lockhart, astronaut Hans Walters, and me, Andre Furneaux. I remember how worried we were as we listened to their voices from so many miles away.
Kern's calling Marcia. Kern's calling Marcia. Refueling completed. Ready for blastoff.
Begin our relay.
On the last leg of their journey. And then they saw it, Venus.
Cloud formations, 30% ash content.
And they prepared to land.
A planet of fire below us. Is it a new world, or will it consume us all?
At any moment now.
Things started going wrong.
Black clouds. Lightning. I don't like the looks of this. I'm turning control over to Robot John.
Ahead, Steve, mountain. I am going up.
Wow, close call. We're watching on the location finder. The area is strange. This is truly a prehistoric planet. Landing location is square 73.
We're now dropping our beacon. Landing 300 meters southwest of square 73. Oh, there's water beneath us. We're drifting.
Sherman. Kern. Answer. Kern. Sherman. Kern, are you there? It's hopeless.
Well, very soon after that, it became clear there was only one thing to do. Blast off for Venus ourselves. attempt to rescue Kearns and Sherman. If they were still alive.
Keep coming. More, John. That's it.
Cover me, Kern.
Look out! There comes another one. I got him. Sherman, behind you. There. Course 110. Secure yourself to that boulder, John. Proceed. Proceed. He's better equipped to fight this place than we are.
I'm wondering if we should be here at all.
Why don't you catch a bus and go home?
Don't think I wouldn't if I could find one.
There he is. He's up. Hold it tight. He can hold it.
You better go first, and I'll come along after you.
Within 2 hours, we were ready to go. With Kearns and Sherman. If they were alive, would we be able to find them? We got to Space Station, Texas, ahead of schedule.
Stand by to receive unassisted landing.
Refueling was accomplished in record time. There was no time to lose. Considering the way things turned out, what I was thinking about as we sped through the dark universe on our way to an unexplored planet. I was wondering if maybe there wasn't some reason that Venus had been named after the goddess of love. If maybe there wasn't some wise old astronomer way back in the dawn of time who knew something. Something he kept to himself. But before I could come to any conclusions about it, we were preparing for our touchdown on Venus, where maybe I'd find all the answers. And then, almost before I knew it, we were there. We were landing.
Don't begin celebrating yet.
Ha. Oh.
Is our level okay?
Yep, there it is. On the button. Boy, it sure feels strange to have weight.
Yes, it does seem strange. That's sure. But it's nice and solid.
Well, I don't know about you fellas, but I'd like to see Venus.
Open number 3 and hit the beam. Vapor, try the port viewer.
Telescreen gets it okay. We'll pan port. Formations of weird rock. Something's there.
I'll switch on the outside sound pickup.
That was the first time I heard her.
A human being?
Hold it. It's finished. Transfer it to playback. Meanwhile, you might check upon the atmosphere, Hans.
It better be good.
Then you better get your spacesuit. We'll move out. Andre, I want you to attempt a contact with Sherman by radio. If you raise them, tell them to report their position. Then get yourself into a spacesuit. We're going to walk about.
I'll be right behind you.
That'll be handy if I slip. Get popping now.
It's 4.7 on oxygen.
That's pretty close.
I'm going to take a look around.
Keep on the rope. Don't get out of visual contact.
It was a weird, desolate place, but it fascinated me. And I forgot all about Kearns and Sherman and what we were there for.
Received a message.
What did they say?
Marcia has radar movement.
Sherman?
She can't be sure, but it looks like two objects. One metallic and moving in the area we expected to search. Probably Kern and Sherman.
Come on, Andre.
You'll contact us.
Andre! Come on.
He's got on. What is... Careful. Get it off me. Grab that tentacle there. My leg. Careful. Move. Quick. It's trying to devour him. He's got his legs shifted. Free his legs. Hurry. He's caught. Come on. Pull him out. Pull him free. Hurry. Pull him like that. There he is. What? Nothing's broken. Let me get a shot of that man even.
Careful, Andre. You want to fight that thing again.
Can you imagine that? He's bashful. Why don't we take one of those things home for the zoo?
You've got to be more careful, Andre. If we hadn't heard you call me...
I didn't call. You called out to us. We heard you. But I didn't call you.
It sounded like Lockhart. Let's be getting back.
All we knew was that Marcia at Earth Control had spotted what was probably Kearns and Sherman and approximately where they might be. So we started out in our space car, heading in that general direction, not stopping to investigate the many prehistoric sites we passed. But we were still unable, no matter how hard we tried, to make radio contact with Kearns or Sherman. So we had no way of knowing what they were going through on that distant part of the planet.
Let's rest. We've very little oxygen left us. Hope they're on the way. Looking for us. Through this heat. They may not be able to make it through to us. You better hope they'll get through it and spot us. I'm beginning to feel like my head's swimming. Of course. It's your torn suit. Infection is getting through. Maybe we ought to take some quinsulin. No. We'd have to rest after. Must keep moving. John, find shelter. Don't stop. Go on. We have to go on. Come on up. That's it. Can't stay here, we'll be washed away. John!
Bring him this way. There is no water.
Come on, just a little bit further. There's a cave right over there. Come on. That's it. Just a few steps further. There. There. I don't think I can go on much further. John, stay with us. Make sure they find us. They should know. Must continue to work the laws of mathematics. There's always a precise probability. Mathematics might prove. mathematics, my... Marcia, hear us, Marcia. You must help us. It's closing in.
I await your order. I await your order.
Help them find us, John.
The shoreline's the best. If we do, my friend, we'll never make it to them. Fat chance there is of finding them.
That voice again.
Hold up.
Almost sounds like a girl.
A girl? Perhaps. Or a monster.
It's a human.
Well, there are sure no humans here.
Well, we're humans.
Well, no one else has made it. You better believe it.
But it sounds so human.
Subhuman, you mean, like that 40-armed plant that just grabbed you.
I still say it's a girl.
A girl. With blue scales.
Could be. He's onto something. It's possible that before us, other men got here. Especially in this age. You ought to know that, Hans. To a man of science, anything is possible until proven otherwise.
Well, I can't imagine any people in their right mind exploring planet Venus.
Come on, Hans. We're here, and we're in our right minds, aren't we?
Let's go.
He's angry.
Okay, guys. I know you were waiting halfway through the movie and we just finally got to the blondes. I promise we're going to bring you right back to them, but Julian and I had to interject a couple of points so far. I mean, what do you think about these English dubs over the Russian?
It's great. It's like watching Kung Fu, man. All those old Kung Fu movies where they're all like, and you're like, hey, I will fight you at sunrise. I mean,
and the only time Chuck Norris ever got his ass kicked.
Oh yes, it's true. You know,
but even
Return of the
that's what
Dragon.
I'm wondering though, because like the English actually, it seems to flow with the Russian a little bit.
Hey, you know what?
And a lot of these scenes, you know, like it's kind of hard to even tell that it's being dubbed over.
Yeah, some of it's, I mean, it's very well placed, but you know, you got that English voice behind it, and you know, I just don't know if it fits the character though, man.
No.
That's
It would
my
be
big
so much better
complaint
if
right
it's
here.
I like Stalin.
We try to go to move, we
Drink
try to
vodka.
go to Venus, and now what do we do?
Look at the vodka.
Bunch of, you know,
Go
blah.
stand in line for a brick of bread.
Yeah. But man, come on, like all the little crazy props, the big flower thing with with the poof, and it's like
the 1998 space vehicles.
Tentacles, yeah.
That is some far advanced shit for me, man.
And you got the robot that's like, sensors going, you know, and they're programming it just by voice, you know, like, ooh, check out our phones. We do that right now, so. Sure. And that was 1998.
I know, man.
You know, I mean,
it was their 1998. So I mean, what's our 2023 gonna be?
I don't know, man. I'm just like, they're already coming out with test tube burgers. You know, like there's been the first, you know, created test tube meal. It's a burger. You know, just.
Of course, it would be a burger.
Yeah, of course.
It certainly wouldn't be, you know, broccoli and rice.
It was something like $400,000 to make this, you know, test tube meal. I mean, you know.
$400,000 for a McDonald's house movie as soon as possible. So
because I'm already just getting hungry. You know.
We were already getting hungry. Hey, how about we watch this for a second?
All women are bad. And here's the picture that proves it. Any place that has people has women. Vicious, rotten, scheming, conniving. Every place in the world. Only in the wilderness alone can man truly be free of their evil ways. This is the picture that shows them as they really are. Stripped bare of all pretenses. And everything else, too. Oh, I don't say men are angels, especially when there's a woman concerned. It's the so-called fair sex that leads them on and into every sort of perversion imaginable. And this picture proves it. There's nothing too foul for a pretty girl to get mixed up in, whether it's down in hippie land or up in an old Ruiz flat. She's got him by the short hairs, but he usually doesn't even know it. He may think he's just being appreciative or mildly shocked. But once a girl gets her claws into him, there's nothing she can't make a man do. It may start out perfectly innocently like this. Maybe she just wants him to come up to her apartment to pose for a painting. But it can end up pretty wild. Yes, sir, all women are bad. Their passions, their lusts, their evil bodies turn the strongest man into jelly. And if you're not so strong, watch out. They only love themselves and sometimes each other. But as for men, that's only at their own convenience. Here's your chance to see all the bad women in one film. Girls who have no morals and no scruples. Girls who don't care what they do or who they do it with, as long as they do it. Girls who hate men and love each other. Gossips and flirts. Teasers and sadists. Prostitutes and girls who want to be in show business. They don't care how much they have to show. Wicked, lustful, sensuous girls blossoming into ripe womanhood. All women are bad. I ought to know. I'm a man. But don't take my word for it. See them as they really are. The fair sex unmasked. In the exciting new film, all women are bad. 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 Coming soon to this theater. Don't miss it.
Slow tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is, sir. What'll it be?
Hair of the dog that bit me. I'll get a pitcher of beer.
Very good, sir. Your money's no good here. Orders from the house.
No charge.
Orders from the house.
I'm the kind of guy who likes to know who's buying his drinks.
It's nothing that concerns you, at least not at this point.
Whatever you say, Floyd. Whatever you say.
There you are, sir. All right, bag them, tag them, get them ready for the dinner rush.
Okay. Well, now I promise. I know I said we were going to get back to the movie, and should we show them?
Always.
Should we?
Yes.
And it's about to be the prehistoric women, which I know you waited for.
Ooh la la, ooh la la.
Okay, let's get back to that, guys. Right here on Something About Zombies.
SAZ!
We must leave this place. Come, follow me.
Lord save him.
What?
There's no response from Kern or Sherman.
Well, we should soon be there.
Keep trying. Maybe we can bring them in on the helmet mic. Kern has an auxiliary.
I am.
I'm getting...
Frequency is changed.
A woman. Must be Martian.
Static's really awful. Hear it?
Point to point on the dial. We'll find it.
I'll try it. Hello. John, hello. John, listen. This is the command ship. Are you there? No response. Come in.
Up one more point.
Come in.
Better go to solar battery. Much bigger reach.
I'm on it now. Hello. 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 You must hear me, John. Please open your mic and answer me. You must obey me, John.
No response. Try another point.
1, 2, 5. You have to readjust your frequency for transmitting. If you hear me.
I hear you. I have adjusted.
Can you report your position and plot number? Over.
Square 40 in shelter.
Tell me what's outside.
Water, sun above, falling on large rock.
That's square 40. Not far. Ask him about the men. Hello. We would like to know about Kern and also about Sherman.
They do not speak. They do not move.
How much time before we get there?
Who knows?
Commander, maybe the robot can help.
Try. Keep an eye on the compass. Grab onto them. Hello. You will listen, John. First, you will obey me and do precisely what I say. You will listen. Listen, John. Obey my every command.
Remove container 2 from Kern's first aid kit. Repeat. Container 2. Remove one tablet. One tablet. Then open his helmet. I have one tablet. Place the tablet in his mouth. You must do this quickly. Revive him with water. Pour it over his face. Quickly. Then close his helmet.
At least we know they're alive.
Let's hope they stay that way.
Commander, look there. I'm ready with the astrogun.
Some kind of flying reptile. He may not see us.
He hit him. He's turning around.
Maybe not.
We're in for it now. He knows we're here.
Luck. Take it now.
Here he comes.
Don't miss on him.
Here he comes again.
Open hull. We'll submerge.
We were forced to submerge, even though we had killed the flying reptile, because of the damage the creature had caused when it hit us. And it was a good thing, too. For here, under the sea, we were to find the second clue to life on Venus.
Let's put it down for a minute. Take a rest.
It's not far to the beach, if our calculations are correct. I hope this will run again.
Don't worry, it will. Look, the cliffs are all in even rows, like streets. I'll look around, just 5 minutes. Might find something interesting.
What makes Nyla and Marama so sad? Come, sisters, let us see. Oh, Dara, what evil demon has destroyed our God? We must carry him to the holy place and pray to his spirit. Lift him.
Commander.
Well, what do you know?
It's a statue.
Andre!
What's up? You just look here. That's only a petrified tree. Only? Why, it's a bronze statue.
And much more, Hans. Rubies.
You say rubies? Show me.
Simple. The eye of an idol.
An idol?
Yes, a reptile. A reptile resembling that flying monster that attacked us earlier. Up there.
You're right, Andre. I'm not laughing anymore. There was a civilization here. And I'll bet you there still is.
Something seemed to draw me away, to make me search for, I didn't know what. I felt something, I don't know. I felt as though I were being watched. But I didn't see anything except a harmless octopus. Yet, still feeling a strange presence, I went on. But then, as quickly as it came, that weird sensation vanished, and then there was nothing. Nothing but the sea. So I followed my original impulse, looking for a clue like the statue of the flying reptile. And I found nothing, except a rock that I liked for its shape and that could serve as a specimen for the geologists.
I couldn't have lasted much longer. You're not alone. Here we are, Skipper.
Good. We'll need more fire. Everything in the car is soaking wet.
Feels good to sit.
How are the batteries, Hans?
They stayed dry.
The atom plant?
Still hot.
You've got that worried look again, Hans.
You're right. I've pulled and checked every wire and part in that darn radio. It won't operate. I've tried everything I know. I tell you, it's simply hopeless.
How about a long string and an oatmeal box?
Oatmeal box.
The radio will dry out. We know it's not a dead planet. Not completely. Our proof is the statue. And Ruby.
And the woman.
She's probably somewhere. For his sake. But the main thing is, there could be a whole race of people out there watching us, hiding, afraid that we'll observe them.
Fight them?
We came from above. Dropped. To them, we're probably some kind of monster.
What if they're human shape?
They very well could look like us. But mind you, I'm only advancing a little hypothetical science fiction. Because nothing should be overlooked. Let's face it. They built a city that's now under the sea. Hans, it must be true. Many made it to shore from the sea.
Then why didn't they build themselves another?
We may find they did. When we explore the planet.
Before we leave, I'll meet her. Beautiful song and a beautiful girl. She must have heard you.
Where is it?
Everywhere. Suppose it could be an omen? Or maybe she's helping us. If I could just see what she looks like.
Can the car make it?
I'm sure.
A feeling of foreboding had come over me. A chilly, ominous sensation. I didn't know what it meant. And I kept staring at that rock I'd found, as though perhaps it might hold an answer.
Andre! Andre!
Thanks for waiting.
She'd take care of you.
Stop teasing him, Hans. He's in love.
Let your boiling, red-hot earth rain down upon the invading demons. dared bring death to Terra. Hear us, O God of the Fire Mountain. Pour forth thy red hot earth, prominent in fire. Drown them. Drown them. Drown them. Drown them. Drown them. Drown them.
Strange. It's gotten suddenly dark. Well, it's no wonder. What makes you say that? There's an ash cloud above us. An ash cloud? A volcano, yes. It's spectacular. And beyond the volcano, it looks like the lights of a city. The red spot Andre saw. We must get a move on. Not right away. This might be our only chance to gather some samples. Lava and ash. To take away with us. All right. We'll go to a much better vantage point, and right now. Sherman, come. But look at the magnificence. No one on Earth has seen such a sight. Go to higher ground. I am hurrying. Are you getting the spectra sample? Getting it now. That's enough. The lava is rising. Waited too long. It's covered our path. Perhaps we can run a rope. How? We did it before. From John. There's no more time. Don?
Yes, I hear you.
Carry us across the lava. Climb on, quick! Disconnect the mechanism. Where? Open the door. Here? First panel. Hurry or we're dead for sure. I don't know which. Let me.
I am forced to free self of this weight.
past the panel!
I have. I've done everything.
Kern.
We must hold on. They'll be here.
Wish me luck.
For God's sakes, hurry.
Let me help you out, my friend.
I never thought I'd see your ugly face again.
We save him, and he insults us. No, we should have saved Kurt's robot instead.
Kern, you rascal.
Knew you'd make it. Is the robot finished?
Yes.
Just a mental month. And yet when his destruction was imminent, he called my name.
Looks placid and calm. But frightening.
Yes, I suppose it does, if you use imagination.
We'll soon be home.
That's right, but we leave a friend behind.
Come. Join the rest of us.
So we took stock of the situation. And though we tried to keep our spirits up, it was still pretty discouraging. The volcano had destroyed some of our provisions, and our rocket ship's fuel supply was low anyway, considering the added weight of Kearns and Sherman. It looked like we'd have to be starting back very soon.
What else is there to do?
Well, we can look for Andre's girl.
Very cute, Hans. You name him after us?
Well, with triplets, it's better with numbers. Looks to me like he's raising his own countdown.
Why not names?
I'd forget.
I'm worried about him. So you really found proof there were people on this planet. Hard to believe.
Believe it or not, my dear Mr. Kern, it's true. And they could still be here.
I don't go along with that. Could a human survive in a place like this?
You survive. And man will almost always adapt himself in time. And don't forget, in the dim past, we all lived in water. For centuries, our Earth was toxic. But that atmosphere evolved mankind's form. Adjusting's the answer. And I'd bet that these people on our planet couldn't live. The air'd be poisoned.
Afraid I don't share your opinion.
You just can't close your mind to it. We found proof. Proof of intelligent beings.
And those lizard men of Kearns.
That's proof. Look, suppose they do look like lizards. Couldn't they be people? Suppose they saw the ship, got frightened, then donned their lizard costumes, then jumped up and down to spook us away. What possible story could explain it better, huh?
None. You're the winner.
Joking aside, my friend, man, lizard, or what, I know there were or are intelligent people here. If we just had time, I think they might come to us. Look, even you, Kern, said you thought you saw the lights of a city beyond the volcano.
I said they looked like, not were. Here, you two. Have some coffee and rest your voice.
If only there was some way to communicate with them, some way to make them understand we were not an enemy, that we wanted nothing except to know their ways, study their civilization. Or was it really all just fancy? Just my wishful imagination? And that sound only an accident caused by the wind in the canyons?
Hey, watch it. Now that's for your countdown, Jack, about my children.
Wake up, sisters. It is a new day, and our land is safe again. But what is that? Something strange is there. Come and see. By the god of the Fire Mountain. He shows us his power.
Better get out and locate her, Andre. She wants you to stay on me. Just you wait.
I think perhaps we should be trying to find her and take her with us.
I'd vote for that. But she might not like us much anyway.
If we could explore beyond those hills, I'll bet you money we'd find her and the city.
You've been reading too many comics.
Kern wouldn't believe she existed if she were sitting on his lap right now.
Want to bet? We're here.
I think we did a job we can be proud of. Look at all the samples we got. There's going to be a large headline when they see all these great things we're bringing back to them. This one's loaded, old man.
Steady, child. Bring the spectra.
gods, show us your wrath. Bring forth the waters and the fiery heavens. Let not one invader remain to walk your land.
Attention to the rain, though it seemed heavier than any rain we'd ever seen. But it continued without let-up. In fact, it seemed to increase in strength. As we planned our takeoff procedure, which required some adjustment because of Kearns and Sherman, I know we all felt slightly uneasy, nervous, as we listened to the heavy rainfall on the ship. For myself, I listened with a sinking feeling, as though every drop were taking me further and further from ever finding her. Then suddenly,
quickly, Andre. Hans.
They are stronger than our gods. They are stronger than Terra. Buddha is a false god. Strongest God of all, we worship you.
Well, that's the story. It's been 2 years now, and there's been no plan to return to Venus. Lockhart and Kearns have moved on to other missions. There's Mars to be explored, and Jupiter. But I can't forget her, and I'm going back. Maybe someday I'll see her. Maybe I'll die trying.
Wow. Did you expect the movie to end like that?
Didn't see it coming at all.
Well, I kind of saw it coming.
You did?
Because, well, I knew by 1998 our world was doomed and Venus was definitely going to reject us.
Yeah, I didn't think we could get on Venus, but they had higher hopes than us.
I guess maybe just higher standards.
Yeah, higher standards.
I think Venus is Catholic. We have to get married first.
Yeah. Yeah, Venus wears Prada, right? I can't afford that. Come on, man. Come on, my pocketbook. Shoot.
I'll give you a few bucks to go to pay.
I'll tell you what I did afford, though. This is what we got.
It's what we got from
Babushka! Same time, science wins. We beat the prehistoric dinosaur. We convinced them that their God was weaker than ours. So, hey, win one for the A-team. America!
Yeah!
Going to take your planet over!
America! Something About Zombies is coming to an end tonight.
Well, tonight.
Just for tonight.
Just tonight.
But because we are here to tell you a wonderful new season of Something About Zombies is going to be coming to you every Friday night at midnight on Channel 9, Music City Arts here in Nashville. Next week, what are we going to be watching next week?
Next week? Well, we got to do something next week. If we were going to do something, we'd show another classic film. How about Bee Women?
Invasion.
Ooh.
Of the Bee Women.
Of course they have to be invading.
Of course.
Because that's what Bee Women do.
And although this movie, there was a lot of pretty blondes, but absolutely no nudity. Definitely tune in next week to see some Bee Women boobs.
Yes, because we've crossed over that line. We're in the 70s now.
We are in the 70s. MPAA, eat your heart out.
Where PG allows nudity. Ha ha,
Exactly.
ha ha.
And on top of that, even though you're watching this on TV, I don't know where you are, alone in your room or with a big group of people, we are allowed to show boobs on this show after midnight. Our show doesn't start until midnight, so you will see some boobs next week.
It's either going to be, you know, Bee Women boobs, or maybe you'll get some boob action.
Guys, make sure to watch next week for the boobs and the invasion of Bee Women and just another spectacular episode of Something About Zombies with me, Matt, and the wonderful, as always, Julian.
Something about
Zombies.
zombies.
Zombies?
Yo, Nashville, hey, we're about to get out. That's the way it's gotta be, because SAZ made Something About Zombies way too great, because I love the TV, the way we be. When we gonna make that television see? This is how we get back to you, and we'll never be this way until we get made, because we watch the zombie flicks. Yeah, Society of Evil was the one we got. We got Kim for he came with the C. Interviewed him, yeah, wait, what the we? Now we got that time to go. We gotta roll out, yo, cause the night's to go. Cause I wanna flow, I wanna be a nightmare on Elm Street, but I just scare everybody when I get out there. And this is how we gonna do, me, Matt, you, and this SAZ. Peace.
Maybe you're getting your period.
Probably. Hey, look, there's the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, yeah.
I never noticed it before, but she really looks pregnant.
Yeah, she does.
Nah, I guess she's just bloated.
What's up, Jason Mewes here?
I'm Kim Forey from Dawn of the Dead.
Hi, it's Brian O'Halloran.
Hey, I'm Danny Glover.
I'm Eddie George.
Okay, I'm Sid Hagen.
This is the voice of Simon Pegg, and you're watching
Something About Zombies.
Hey, I'm Dee Snyder from Twisted Sister Strangeland, House of Hair, Fangoria Radio, you know me, and you're watching Something About Zombies.
Something About Zombies.
Something About Zombies. Coming to get you, Barbara.
We have it now, because it's early Sunday. We've been drinking all night. He's been drinking all night. He got me drunk last night. Don't listen to a word he says.
I don't think we should put that on here. Why'd you have to say it?
And I'm so lonely, riding away in my grave. I guess I'll just wait till her dying day. I'm 6 feet underground, and baby I am your zombie man. 6 feet underground, baby I am your zombie man. A, B, C, D, E, F,
Good evening. Hi, I'm Scott Wilson from The Walking Dead.
Hey, this is Jamie Kennedy.
I'm James Duval.
I'm William Forsythe.
And you're watching Something About Zombies.
Oh, and you're watching Something About Zombies.
Something About Zombies.
And From The Walking Dead is literally it. I'm no longer there.
I mean, something about zombies.